And we're glad to have you here. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with the starting lineups presented by Moore's Pharmacy. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Back with the Moore Pharmacy starting lineup as Leake Academy basketball playoff action continues from Boswell Media Sports.
Get control of your health care at your fingertips. Visit BaptistOneCare.org and sign up for MyChart to have personalized and secure online access to your health care needs. You can schedule appointments, send messages to your provider, view test results, request prescription renewals, pay your bill, and more. Sign up today. Baptist Memorial League, making your health care our #1 priority.
You bought lumber and you're ready to start digging post holes for that new fence, but not so fast. Do you know where your underground utilities are located? Central Electric Power Association urges you to call 811 for a free marking of underground electric lines and other utilities. Making the call before you dig can prevent a serious or fatal injury, plus it's the law in Mississippi. And please work safely around power lines. Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
The Junction can feed and fuel the whole team. We still have Mickey Ogletree approved chicken tenders, but we've added some spice to them. Now serving catfish, and the Carthage Junction has hand-patted burgers fresh off the grill. The $5 meals can help the team eat at a great price. Try our new pot pies. Smash a chicken on a stick meal or the standby 2-piece tender meal for only $5. Call in your Carthage order at 601-267-5686 or visit us at junctiondeli.com.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Boswell Media Sports.
Starting lineups have been announced. Teams on the floor. The higher-seeded Lady Rebels are in home gray, and Simpson, the Cougars, in traveling blue with red numbers. Simpson is the 4 seed out of the South. Their last game, they lost 54-46 versus Central Hines. It's the 5 you expect on the floor. The 2 seniors, Mabry Mayfield and Emmy Harkins, and the 3 sophomores, Emery Warren, Morgan Freeney, and Miriam Prince for the Rebels. And then for Simpson, they'll start a pair of seniors and 3 sophomores as well. The sophomores, Olivia Baines, Carson Carter, Maddie Kraft, and the 2 seniors, Molly Jones and Gracie Bowen. And it's, not Molly Jones, Mania Womack, who's in the jump circle with Mabry Mayfield, taps it out, and Simpson controls the opening tip as they move left to right. Welcome in, and glad many of you were able to watch on the Baptist Memorial Hospital Leak video feed for this ball game. Simpson works it in the offensive end. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Morgan Freeney doing what she does best, and that's pestering ball handlers, knocks the ball loose. It'll stay with the Cougars. They'll play it on the end line, out into the right corner, and pass knocked off the leg of Mayfield, but then Freeney loses it in midcourt, and Womack coming the other way. She goes down the right lane line, tries to lay it up off the glass, but leaves it short. Going to the floor is Emery Warren, and then Freeney can't retrieve it from the corner. Womack comes out of there with it, and there'll be a whistle. Foul will be on Emery Warren with a blocking foul along the baseline under the basket. No score. We're 30 seconds into the ball game. Pass comes out deep, wide, high, and right of the basket. Point guard Olivia Baines puts it into play against man pressure, uses a high screen. Now she's going to drive. She walks, but there's no call, and she scores off the layup. Long pass the other end taken by Mayfield, but she dribbles out, and they get it outside the arc. Harkins goes left side. Warren left open for 3, and a Junction 3 ball to start the action for the Warriors. For the Rebels. 3-2, Rebels in front. Driving the other way. Going in transition is Carson Carter, who puts it in with 2 hands from the right side of the rim. gives Simpson the lead back 4-3. Harkins drives left side, ball horseshoes out, and Womack claims the rebound for Simpson. She brings it up with a right-hand dribble, goes right corner, left open, three missed by Bowen, but offensive rebound by Womack. Rebels just standing around, not blocking out on that shot. 4-3, Simpson out in front. Again, the drive down the right side and the lay-in. Second time Olivia Baines has been able to work that one to get a screen out high and then drive to the basket for two. Harkins on the right wing gives it to curling around to Miriam Prince. Prince loses it in the lane, goes to the floor in the low blocks, kicks it out, but grabbed by Womack. She comes up the right side. She's going to take it to the rack and lay it in. Timeout called by Coach Amanda Hatch with 5:52 to play in the first quarter. Simpson out to the fast start, up 8-3. And we'll take the break with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds as Leake Academy girls playoff basketball continues on Kicks 96.
When it comes to the health and well-being of your four-legged family members, you need to trust the combined 77 years of veterinary experience that you'll find with Dr. Ryan Anderson and Dr. Steve Green at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic is a full-service animal hospital that specializes in both routine and emergency procedures such as medical, surgical, dental, and grooming. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic conveniently located at 900 Highway 35 South in Carthage, or find them online at cmacvets.com.
Boswell Media Sports.
Leake with the basketball. Coming out of the timeout, trailing by 5. Warren out between the circles, gets it to Prince, who curls around, dishes deep right wing to Freeney. Rebels working against man pressure. Now the drive from Emmy Harkins, and she puts it in off the window, good for two. First basket for Harkins. Full court pressure will be applied to the Cougars here, but they break it easily. Again, right side, and then contact in the lane. Shot missed, but they're going to whistle Prince for the foul. First personal, team second. The Cougars will play it in. Off the end line, Womack, her feet on the arc. Now she puts it on the dribble and backs it out. Puts her team in motion, gets it to Baines. Baines guarded by Warren. Now the long shot missed off the mark by Kraft, and rebound to Warren. Here goes Freeney to the bucket, and she scores with a runner right in front of the basket. That cuts the lead down to 8-7. Leake going to try to turn things around defense, and there's a ticky-tack foul called in the backcourt on Emmy Harkins. Third team foul, first personal on Emmy. 4:51 to play in the first quarter. Simpson 8, Leake Academy 7. Quarterfinals of the state 4A tournament. And the Rebels are the 1 seed out of the north, Simpson the 4 seed out of the south. They've played a couple of times. We'll tell you about that in just a minute. It's driving up left side and getting an easy one is Maddie Kraft. That extends the Cougars' lead out to 3. In the offensive half court, Freeney guarded by Womack. Her pass is picked off by Womack, trying to convert the turnover into points. She goes up to the rim, but gets Freeney to foul her in the act of shooting. First on Morgan Freeney. And trip to the free throw line for Mania Womack, who has 2 points. 4:23 to play in the first quarter. Her first free throw down the chute and good. That makes the Cougars lead 4 points now. Same starting 5 in there for the Rebels in gray. Second shot left short, but tipped out by Bowen into the hands of Freeney. She dribbles up the right side, comes to the center of the floor. Now goes on the left hand, dribbles left side. Harkins, 3 on the way, off to the left side. Mayfield tips it around, but Womack claims it. She comes up the right side working on Harkins, and her shot missed. Rebound Warren for Leake. Lady Rebels get the rebound, but then throw it away at midcourt. Goes off the hands of Harkins and into the hands of Maddie Kraft. She goes to Baines. Baines splits 2 defenders, too strong off the glass. Mayfield battles for the rebound, but it was last touched by Kraft of Simpson. And the ball will belong to Leake. They'll bring it up the length of the floor, trailing 11-7. 3 minutes, 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. Winner of this game will face the winner between Hillcrest and Bio. That's going to be right after this ball game. Out high, Prince backs up behind the arc, puts it on the dribble with the left hand into the paint. They reverse it, left side, open look for Warren, and down it goes. Junction 3, second of the afternoon for Emory Warren. That cuts the Cougars' lead down to 1. 3:18, clock ticking. Left side, Kraft loses it on the double team. Prince out of there with it. She's going to drive to the hoop, too strong. Bowen rebounds, and a Rebel came over her back. I believe that's Freeney committing her second personal, team's fifth. No fouls called yet on Simpson. Freeney will come out and allocate. Wilcox will enter the ball game. 3:03 to play. Simpson with the ball and a 1-point advantage. Womack moves it around the arc. And then ball nearly knocked away by Prince. Bowen goes down, kicks it out right side. Womack fakes, steps back. I think she dragged a foot, no call. Long two on the way, too deep. Missed by Baines. Rebound Warren. Now the long pass up ahead to Wilcox. She passes it out. 3 on the way, missed off to the left side by Warren, but offensive rebound Mayfield. Out for another 3, left short by Harkins, saved in bounds by Warren, and I think she was fouled. Going to be a push on Olivia Baines. First personal, first team foul with 2:28 to go first quarter. Leake trying to take the lead, down by 1. They have the ball. Deep left corner, open 3. A little too long for Harkins, and then coming over the back of Wilcox, who had nice position down there, is Mania Womack. She will get saddled with her first foul. Cougars 11, Rebels 10, 2:22 to play in the opening quarter. Playing it in left of the basket on the baseline. Pass comes out to Warren, out to Wilcox. She fakes a pass inside, then gets it to Harkins. She will dribble, go through traffic, and she'll get to go to the free throw line as she goes aggressively to the rack. Foul is, I believe that's going to be on Gracie Bowen. Her first, team's third. First free throw on the way, gets the shooter's roll. Harkins makes the free throw. She's got 3 points. That ties the game. Second one goes in and out. Rebounded by Kraft. She goes to Carter. Carter driving and commits the offensive foul. Credit the senior, Mabry Mayfield. Good offensive position. Carson Carter with the offensive foul. That will turn it over to the Rebels. Game tied 11-11. After this one, we've got the Rebels, the boys team, also playing Simpson. High screen, little given, little pick and roll there. Mayfield can't finish from the left side. Goes out of bounds, and the officials say Mayfield touched it last before it went over the end line. Beautifully executed pick and roll, but something left to be desired on the finish. Simpson breaks the pressure, comes up the right side with Carter, and she walks with a basketball. Credit Emmy Harkins right there with the great on-ball pressure that forced the error and the extra step. So we're still tied. Rebels with the ball. Using up her dribble way out away from the basket as Harkins goes to Warren. Now she gets it back outside the line. She bluffs from 3, drives left side. Ball swatted out of there by Womack, but foul will be called on Bowen. And I have her with 2. It's interesting, the Rebels committed 5 fouls when Simpson still had no fouls, and Simpson has very quickly in the last 2 minutes or so caught up with them on fouls overall as Harkins makes the first free throw. She's 2 out of 3. That free throw does give the home team on the scoreboard, the Rebels, the 12-11 lead. 1:31 to go in the first quarter. Second free throw. She knew she left it short. And Womack boxes out, gets the rebound. Brings it up on the dribble. Passes out to Carter, who puts up a tray that's too deep. Rebound Warren. Long pass ahead to Wilcox. She tries to make a nifty bounce pass to Mayfield, but Womack slaps it out of bounds. It'll stay with Leake. Leake with the ball, up by a point. Simpson, under Coach Linda Deere, 18-11 overall in the season. They were 5-5 in their district. That was a fourth-place finish for them. They're driving, getting some contact is Prince. She'll get to go to the free throw line. They're going to put that foul on Baines. That's 2 on the point guard, sophomore Olivia Baines. 1:09 to play, and the Rebels starting to make some hay at the free throw line here in the late first quarter. Miriam Prince leaves the first free throw well short. She's got another one ahead of her right here. Could make it a 2-point lead. She puts it up. That one goes off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Kraft. Simpson comes up with a basketball. Baines carrying 2 fouls. Will walk it up. Picked up by Harkins, and she uses a high screen from Kraft. Gets a little space, puts up a 3 off the window and down. That's 7 for Baines. 14-12. Cougars up by 2. On the other side, nice work between 2 defenders by Harkins. She gets fouled from behind, no call, but then they'll call a held ball with Kraft and Harkins. It'll stay with the Rebels with 39 seconds to go in the first period. Harkins puts the team in motion and gets it out to Mayfield behind the three-point line. Now to the hands of Prince. Prince with a long 3 off the back of the iron. Warren will get called for the foul coming over the back. And a long rebound. 2 now on Emery Warren. She will take a rest, and Grace Maxey will come into the ball game for Leake and see her first action with 32 seconds to go in the opening period. Simpson ahead 14-12. If you lose in this round, you're done. Done for the season. Kraft carried the basketball there, but got away with it. Out high, Baines open for 3, leaves a little short. Mayfield clears the rebound for the Rebels. Up ahead to Harkins. She's going left side of the lane. Now backs around into the left corner, goes out high. Fake 3 from the top of the key by Wilcox, and they go to Harkins. She uses a screen from Mayfield, goes into the lane, reverses, puts up a tough shot. It's off the mark, cleared by Kraft, and the long 3 from behind the midcourt line nearly went down for the Rebels. For the Cougars, we got 1 quarter in the books, and it's Simpson 14, Leake 12 after 1 quarter. Stay with us as Leake playoff basketball continues from Boswell Media Sports.
Do you have aches and pains that will not leave you alone? Dr. Joni Winstead at Chiropractic Wellness Center administers spinal decompression, spinal manipulations, and other therapies to treat chronic to acute back pain, headaches, and disc issues. With a consistent treatment plan, her chiropractic therapy will have you back to a healthy condition to ensure you enjoy life with little to no pain. Dr. Joni Winstead, Chiropractic Wellness Center, Carthage. And good luck, Rebels.
What's stopping you from shopping local?
It's hard to tell what's actually local and what's just called local.
At Piggly Wiggly in Carthage, local means right here in Carthage.
Here at Piggly Wiggly, local and freshness are 2 very important words. Freshness means a lot in your kitchen, and local means a lot to our community.
Supporting local because we are local. Piggly Wiggly, with a convenient location just off Highway 16 in the heart of Carthage.
Shop local from your friends at Piggly Wiggly in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Leake Academy trailing by 2 as we start the second quarter on the opening day of the State 4A basketball tournament. Girls bracket action. Pillow has won an overtime ball game in the other side of the bracket. Baines works around left side, cut off by a double team and leveled off. They go into the right corner. Carter left open. Her shot off the side of the backboard, claimed by Miriam Prince. She'll let the traffic pass. Get it ahead to Freeney. She's left open for 3, and it's short. Tipped around. Kraft will finally get it off the floor. She and Womack were having trouble getting a grip on that basketball. Into the lane goes Baines, and she draws some contact. Get to the free throw line. Foul will be on Wilcox. Wilcox's first personal and team's 7th. So now in the bonus situation are the Cougars as Baines leaves the first free throw long and no good. We start action here in the second quarter. Baines measures it, not much knee bend, gets the second one down for her 8th point. Gives Simpson a 3-point lead. Carter will pressure Prince all the way up the floor, man on man. From the free throw line, pass goes out to Wilcox, now given back to Prince. She hesitates in the lane at the left elbow, drives, ball goes halfway down the cylinder and then back out. Maxey, they work the ball into the right wing, down to Mayfield. She passes the ball back out. Prince on the drive, harassed by defenders, but she gets it in. Determination there from Prince for her first 2. That cuts the Simpson lead to 1, going all the way with a little dipsy-do fake move, but missing there is Womack. She gets the ball handed to her deep out on the right wing. Good hustle by Carter to go to the floor to get the ball. 6:33 to go in the second period, and Baines calls the play she wants to run. They get a little 1-4 action going. She's working on Freeney. And then she carries the basketball. Again, that's what Morgan Freeney does. She can pressure the ball handler and force an error. Warren will come back into the ball game and replace Wilcox. And then also back into the ball game is, let's see who else came in. Right out there now is Freeney, Warren, Harkins. Here's Freeney for a 3, top of the key. Bang! She splashes that one in, a junction 3 to give the Rebels the lead. And a timeout on the floor, 6:10 to go before half. Rebels up 17-15. We'll be back in 30 as Leake Academy playoff basketball continues.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, T-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
In Sports presents the In Sports player of the game that we'll name when this one's over. We got a long way to that point. Rebels applying some harassing pressure in the backcourt. And it's going to be a turnover, 10-second call. The Rebels finally get that backcourt turnover that they love to generate. 6 minutes to play before recess, 17-15. Rebels up by 2 in a game that they have mostly trailed. Pass comes off the side court down to Mabry Mayfield. She's double teamed, passes to Warren, who fakes right, goes left, and puts it in off the glass and good. Emery Warren has 8. And the Rebels have their largest lead, 4 points. Again, that backcourt pressure starting to get up a little hotter, put a little more pressure on Simpson. Baines finally gets across the midcourt, drives, wants to score the easy basket and does. She's in double figures, 10 points coming the other way. Harkins, Warren, open 3, splash, junction 3 for Emery Warren. She's got a trio of trays. It's 22-17. Warren Freeney intercepts a pass, gets it to Prince, who is called for traveling. And she launches a 3. Shot would not have gone down anyway. It'll go back to Simpson. The Rebels trailed by 2 at the end of the first period and now lead by 5. Womack will bring it up the left side. She's going to challenge Mayfield one-on-one, go hard at the rim and get it in off the window. That's 5 for Mania Womack. Cuts the Rebels lead to 3. Prince with room to drive. Her shot won't go down. Just tough shot. Rebound Carter. Here come the Cougars into the offensive end. Kraft off a screen, had a teammate coming on a backdoor cut, but she got a little excited when she saw her break open and she took an extra step. break there for the Rebels. Had a little defensive breakdown and lost one of the Cougars, but bailed out by the traveling call. Harkins, twin screeners out high. Warren's deep three, little bit off the mark left side, and it goes into the hands of Kraft. So one and done trip that time for Leake, up by 3. Womack will put it on the dribble with the right hand. Warren coming out on her, deep, wide right. She's looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Now double teamed. Ball loose, picked up, shot partially blocked. Mayfield out of there with it. Rebels moving 3-on-1. And with a nice move, ball fake left, staying with it right, and putting it in the bucket is Emmy Warren. 6 for her. Rebels up 24-19 as we go into 4 minutes to play in the half. Rebels getting it done defensively in this second quarter. And just as I say it, Prince steals. Mayfield cutting down the lane right side, and she gets the easy right hand lay in for 2, her first 2, and it's 26-19. Timeout called by the visitors, the Simpson Cougars. We'll keep things right here as we'll remind you we've got boys basketball coming up at 5 o'clock or thereabouts. We'll probably be a little bit late, a little bit after the appointed time because the first game went to overtime as Central Hines nearly upset the Pillow girls but dropped to 48-46 decision. So Pillow advances in the other side of the bracket. In this side of the bracket, Hillcrest and Bio will play after this ball game. No, they'll play, tomorrow at 5. And the winner of this game will get the Hillcrest, Christian, and Bio winner. 3:35 to play in the half. Rebels trail 14-12 after one quarter, but they lead it now 26-19. They have been able to generate points off turnovers. That's a familiar saying if you follow Leake Academy Lady Rebel basketball. They'll set up in half-court defense here. Man up on the Cougars. Womack comes into the front court, left side, right-hand dribble. She wants Kraft, but Harkins is fronting her and denying it as Rebels are denying the passing lanes. Kick out right side, long 2 on the way. Too long by Carter. On the offside, Harkins tips it around, controls it. Now the long pass down the court to Prince. She goes into the paint, now cuts right, steps behind the line, puts up a 3 that's off the heel. No good, and a foul committed by Leake. Waiting for the signal who it is. Mayfield will be charged with her first personal. Team's 8th, and we'll walk down to the other end where there's going to be a free throw attempt here from Gracie Giordano, who's just checked into the game. Giordano, a sophomore. 1-1, front end missed. Leake with the rebound. Harkins up left side in the corner to Prince. She fakes a 3, goes in, step back 3, too long. Womack able to clean the glass for the Cougars. 2:45 to play. Cougars trailing by 7, working in the offensive end against Leake. And Womack throws it away. Credit Prince with the steal. She lets the traffic pass, comes right side, goes to Harkins. Bluffs from 3 with Womack out on her at the top of the key. Now left side, Warren comes inside, long 2. Horseshoes out. Ball loose on the floor. Giordano saves it into Baines, and she gets it now. Mayfield snatches it away, and the Rebels have it. They get a look open. Warren 3, a line drive 3. Down it goes. 4th Junction 3 of the first half for Emory Warren, and we got us a 10-point lead now. Leake up 29-19 as we get down to 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Working against Prince is Baines. Now she passes out of the double team. Grabbed by Womack behind the three-point line to go to Kraft. Her 3 off the window, no good, but rebound Giordano. She drives, right-hander off the glass, no good. Rebound Warren for the Rebels. Long pass left corner, Prince. Now she gives it up, Freeney. Open look, left wing. Down it goes, Junction 3 with 90 seconds to play in the half, and it's 32-19. Rebels with a second quarter explosion. 20 to 5 run here. And then Baines, worried about Prince, commits an over and back at the midcourt line. Checking in for the Rebels, Laura Catherine Clare. She'll replace Mayfield. So Harkins pats the top of her head, gives the signal. Womack out to guard her. They go right elbow to Warren. Now the cut from Freeney. She passes his left corner to Prince. Out high to Harkins, who bluffs a super long three. Now comes left side, reverses, crossover. They get it out. Three, a little too long there by Warren. But getting the loose ball is Harkins. She drives left side, right hand lay-in won't go, and rebound Kraft for Simpson. 44 seconds to play. Rebels up 32-19. Dribbling the ball out high is Womack, as it looks like the Cougars will just try to get the last shot of the first half. Now 23 seconds. A little backcourt weave. Go in, contact there. Baines' shot won't go, and the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars. 16 seconds for the Rebel. No, they're going to call a foul. I believe that's going to be Carson Carter picking up the foul. Couldn't tell if that was on 22 or 32. Yeah, I say the scoreboard just put it up. I had it right. It was Carson committing her second. We'll walk down to the other end and give Morgan Freeney an opportunity at a 1+1, and she'll earn the bonus after getting the first one to roll all around the rim and go down. 33-19. Alan Kate Wilcox will check in if the second free throw is good, and it is. 7 for Morgan Freeney, who comes out of the ball game. 16 seconds to play, 34-19. Now the drive and a whistle with 9 seconds. Womack will get to shoot free throws. Wilcox just came into the ball game and just picked up her second. Team's 9th. So Womack is 1 out of 2 at the line, and she'll come back. Sophomore, but gets that one about 3/4 of the way down, and it just jumped out on her. A 2-shot attempt. You can see some frustration in her body language. Second one is good. 1 out of 2 there for Womack, who's got 6 in this first half. The other way, under 8 seconds. Harkins works on the dribble right side. Going to have to put it up right at the buzzer. Off the window, but no good. Rebound Giordano, and the half will expire. After 1 half of play, Leake Academy girls 34 and Simpson 20, as the Rebels really turn things around in the second quarter after trailing by 2. We'll take an extended break and come back and look at the scoring of the first half. We'll talk about the girls and boys brackets on this quarterfinal day of action in the MAIS 4A tournament. We're glad you've joined us on Boswell Media Sports, the audio platforms at Kicks 96, and also remember there's video on the Baptist Memorial Hospital Leake video feed, and you can find that link at the at kicks96news.com. Look under the news story, and there's a link. But we've got our Central Electric Power, our Baptist Memorial Leake halftime report coming up after the break. We'll see you back in a couple of minutes. Rebels up by 14 at the break. Lady Rebel basketball continues from Boswell Media Sports.
Premier Medical Group and Trace Urgent Care remind you that if you have any COVID-19 symptoms, please call first. There are multiple options to see you. Also, talk to your provider about your wellness or Healthy You appointment. This appointment is covered by most insurances, and it will help you maintain your health and prevent illnesses like cardiovascular disease and certain cancers. Premier Medical Group in Kosciuszko and Carthage, and Trace Urgent Care. Call for an appointment today.
If you have an insurance claim, you need someone to work quickly on your behalf. South Group Cox Agency in Carthage will do that for you. Their office is back open to the public now, and they are ready to see you, their customers. South Group Cox Agency's mission is to manage risk and build personal relationships and partnerships in an environment of trust, integrity, teamwork, and stability, dedicated to supporting their community. South Group Cox Agency, Carthage.
The Byers Furniture family would like to thank you for letting us serve you since 1953. Byers Furniture truly appreciates your business over the past 67 years, but especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. We look forward to serving you in 2021 and making all your dreams for your home come true. Byers Furniture is your one-stop shop for all things Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Lazy Boy, and GE. Come see us today and see all of our big city name brands with small town service and prices. Byers Furniture, 319 Bird Avenue in Philadelphia.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, t-shirts, and fanwear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
At the half at Hillcrest Christian School at the corner of Sywell Road and McClure Road in Southwest Jackson. Hillcrest Christian hosting this year's MAIS 4A basketball tournament. The tournament was put on hold last week because of the ice storm. So we're initially scheduled to be playing this tournament last week. We, on the ordinary schedule, original schedule, we'd be playing the overall tournament this week, but everything put on hold as everybody's lives got disrupted by the winter weather last week. Hope you are warm and safe and dry and getting things back to normal this week. And the Lady Rebels back to normal after a tightly played first quarter in which they trailed 14-12. Lady Rebels have taken a 34-20 lead over Simpson, outscoring the Cougars 22-8 in the second quarter. That may be a big factor when we get down to the end of this ball game. That second quarter, and it started with great defensive pressure. And they outscored them 22-6 in that quarter. Take a look at the individual stats. We don't have team stats or anything like that provided for us at these venues. But for Simpson, they had 4 players in the scoring column, and they were led by their sophomore point guard, Olivia Baines, who had 10 points. She made a 3 twos, and was 1 out of 2 at the free throw line for 10 points. She leads the Simpson girls in scoring. 6 for Mania Womack off a pair of made field goals and 2 for 4 free throw shooting. 2 points apiece for Carson Carter with a 2. Also Maddie Kraft with a 2 in the first quarter. And then Gracie Giordano was 0 for 1 at the free throw line. And then also in the game was Gracie Bowen, who did not score in the first half for Simpson. Let's look at the offensive ledger for your Leake Lady Rebels in the first half. The leading scorer in the ball game is sophomore Emery Warren. She found a sweet spot or 2 on the floor behind the three-point line, and she dropped in 4 trays in the first half, 4 junction threes, and added a 2 for 14 points in the opening half. Great job by Emery Warren. 9 points from Emmy Harkins. She had a junction 3, a pair of 2s, and was 2 out of 4 at the charity stripe. 7 from Morgan Freeney. She had a 2, a junction 3, and was 2 for 2 at the free throw line. 2 for Mabry Mayfield off a made field goal, and also Miriam Prince with a made field goal in the second quarter. For her, only 2. She was 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Alan Kate Wilcox and Laura Catherine Clare and Grace Maxey also got into the game in the first half, but they didn't score. 34-20 is the score as we push along ahead during this Baptist Medical League halftime report. Remember, we've got boys action coming up. Take a quick look at the brackets. This game is matched up with a game that'll be played tomorrow at 5. Hillcrest Christian and Bio will play. The winner of this Leake Academy, Simpson Academy game in the girls bracket In the other end of the girls' bracket, Pillow won a 48-46 overtime game against Central Hinds, and that's why we were a little late getting started and on the air. Tipped off here, and they'll play the winner between the South number 1, Hartfield, and East Rankin, the North number 4. And right after this ball game, at probably about 10 or 15 minutes after 5, we'll have Leake and Simpson. The boys' teams will lock horns. And then to close out the night, it'll be in the other part of the Leake bracket, Starkville Academy, the number 1 team from the North, against South number 4, Park Place. Boys' other games in the bracket are tomorrow. Hartfield, the South number 1, against Bio, and Magnolia Heights, the North number 2, against the host Hillcrest Christian. Teams are out of the locker rooms. We'll take a quick 30-second break and come back with the start of the second half here on Boswell Media Sports.
Okay, sweetie, time to take your medicine.
No, Mommy, no.
One quick call to Moore's Pharmacy will take the no out of Mommy. Their flavor machine is magic for your little ones. It turns the no into yes.
Okay, time for your medicine.
Yes, Mommy, yes, it's yummy.
Moore's Pharmacy, always keeping you and your family first priority. Go visit today in Carthage, Walnut Grove, or Sebastopol to let your sweetie choose their favorite flavor. Follow them on Facebook, Moore's Pharmacy.
Boswell Media Sports.
Philip Palmertree here on the top row of the bleachers at Hillcrest. We start the third quarter. Rebels have the basketball now, moving left to right. Mabry Mayfield out to Morgan Freeney. They work behind the arc. Now they try to get the look inside to Mayfield, but quick hands out there by Gracie Bowen to knock the ball into the corner. It'll stay with Leake as we start the second half with Leake ahead by 14, 34-20. Inbound to Freeney. She dribbles right side with Baines on her. Goes left side to Warren. She looks inside, now comes around the arc. Harkins into the lane, collision, and a foul. I think it's going to be an offensive foul. Harkins guilty of her second. She drove down the lane, and good job by Baines to get position and take the charge. 30 seconds deep into the third quarter, and here's the first offensive possession for the Cougars. Open three, Bowen left side. It rattled around and came out. Warren chases down the rebound left of the bucket. Work to the left side, driving is Prince. Put up with the left hand, it's good. Good. Dribble, drive, and finish. 4 points for Miriam, 36-20. Other way, Baines drives, got some open look, but couldn't finish. Prince with the rebound. Right side, Freeney, she measures from three, going to leave it a little long, and Kraft will get the rebound for the Cougars. So quick shot, an empty trip for Leake. They're up 16. Screened is Bowen at the top. Now she goes to Carter, driving on Freeney. And her shot partially blocked, taken away by Prince, who comes up the right side with a right-hand dribble. Stops three behind the line. Splash. Junction three for Miriam Prince, her first of the afternoon. And the Rebels are up 19, 39-20. After trailing by 2 at the end of the first period. Carter deep wide left. Goes into the low post to Womack. Kicks it out. Free throw line. Kraft shot from there. Was blocked from behind, but the foul will be called on Warren. She's got 3 now. 6:15 to go third quarter. Free throws ahead for Maddie Kraft, who has not been to the line today. She has 2. Makes the first one, excuse me. Second free throw coming up here. A little too long with that one, and Mayfield wins the battle with Womack for the rebound. Now in the hands of Harkins. She crossover dribble, tries to go left side, and it's tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Womack of Simpson. Harkins will inbound it on the left baseline. Puts the ladies in motion, gets it out to Freeney left side. Now a drive on the pass right side. Beautiful look, assist, finish there. Emery Warren with 2 more. She's got 16. Prince battling Baines way out from the basket, deep wide right. She just got it away and avoided the 5 count. Now gets the ball back from Kraft, and it goes out of bounds off her leg. It'll be a turnover. The Rebels will take it. Giordano will check in now for Kraft for the blue-clad Simpson Academy Cougars. Rebels and Cougars met twice during the regular year back on December 1st in Madden. Rebels won it easily 70-32, but a 10-point win in early January down there in Simpson County. Freeney at the top of the key. Fakes, goes left, kick out. Harkins sets her feet, knocks down the junction 3. Double figures now for Emmy Harkins. She has 12, and it's 44-21. Baines looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Goes to Carter. She puts up a tough shot over Freeney. And rebound by Harkins. Passes the cross court left side. Open look for Warren. 3. It horseshoes out, and Giordano gets the board. Up ahead to Womack. She wants to take it to the rack, and she puts it in with the right hand. Solid drive there. 44-23 the score. Left open for 3. Top of the key. Junction 3 for Emmy Harkins. The top of the key. 3 junction 3s for her. Rebels keep extending the lead because they are hitting the 3s, hitting that outside shot right now. Cut off in the lane is Bowen. Cut off by Prince. Her shot won't go anywhere. Leake out of there with it. Harkins left side. Prince 3, a little bit short. Rebound, put back too hard by Warren, and she goes to the floor. May have turned her ankle. Here comes Simpson the other way. Her 3 blocked by Prince, taken underneath by Mayfield, and then a reach-in will be called on Giordano. She picks up her first personal, team's first. We've got a timeout on the floor with 4:08 to play in the third quarter. Rebels up 47-23, back in 30 on Boswell Media Sports.
T&K Farms Trucking and Land Services is right here in central Mississippi. Custom work is their specialty. Home sites and driveways, land clearing, pond and road building, forestry mowing. T&K Farms Trucking and Land Services also sells gravel, stone, field dirt, and sand. Credit cards are accepted for all services. Like them on Facebook. T&K Farms Trucking and Land Services. Just off Highway 25 at 1128 Liberty Road, Louisville. 662-803-4332.
Boswell Media Sports.
For your timber and the least possible damage to your property with Welch Forest Products in Union. Professionals in forestry care, management, and cutting. Welch Forest Products provide final harvesting, pine plantation thinning, and site preparation and care. They buy land with or without timber. Welch Forest Products. Call Bo Welch at 601-774-8200. Welch Forest Products in Union.
Timber!
When it comes to the health and well-being of your four-legged family members, you need to trust the combined 77 years of veterinary experience that you'll find with Dr. Ryan Anderson and
Boswell Media Sports.
Rebels off the inbound, missed 3 by Emmy Harkins, and trying to work it up in transition of the Cougars. Mayfield looked like she blocked the shot, but she's going to be whistled for the foul. 2 on Mayfield. Carson Carter will go to the free throw line for the first time. 3:49 to go in the third. Rebels up 47-23. First free throw off the mark. Second one goes down. 1 out of 2 there for Carter. She's got 3 points. It's 47-24. Miriam Prince quickly into the offensive end. Gets a screen from Mayfield. Now a step back 2 from 12 feet away. Missed, but Prince able to run down the long rebound. Now goes left side. Wilcox, who's in the game, puts a 3 from the left side that's too long, rebounded by Giordano of Simpson. 3.5 minutes to go in the third. There's a drive and a lay-in. Nice touch there by Olivia Baines with her first points of the second half. And then a walk there from Grace Maxey. She hesitated, thought a little too long about where she wanted to go with the ball. Mark Catherine Clare comes into the game, and Morgan Freeney into the game. Mayfield and Prince will come out. So it's Wilcox, Harkins, Freeney, Clare, and Maxey on the floor for the Rebels. Curling around, a screen is Carter. She got a shot to go down from the right side. 47-26. Maxey right side, open three. Freeney, as Melvin Wooten likes to say, boom! Junction three for Morgan. Freeney, her second. She's got 10 now. 50-28 the score as we go under 2:50 to play in the third. Womack comes to the top of the key. Now tries to back it in on Morgan Freeney. Long two, good by Womack, who now has 10. 50-30. Maxey will drag her foot. She wanted to hand it to Freeney, but a good job by Carter to come around and hedge what basically is a screen on that play. And the handoff couldn't happen. Maxey dragged her foot and turned it over. Rebels trying to do it on the other side, but Baines keeps her wits about her, hands it to Giordano, now gets it back, 2:20 to play. Tries to fire it inside, ball knocked away by Claire, and there's a collision at midcourt. And Giordano of Simpson will be charged with the foul, her second. So it will be Leake basketball, second team foul on the Cougars. Into the front court, the ball comes to Freeney. She works with her right hand, leveled off by Carter. Now comes outside to Harkins, out away from the basket. She will left-hand dribble it to the left elbow to Wilcox. Now a double team knocks the ball loose. Claire on the floor with it, has possession, and Coach Hatch calls timeout. Wants a 30-second right in the nick of time. We'll see whether the officials are going to grant it. I believe they will. With a minute 59 to go in the third, and the Rebels up 50-30. We'll take it with them. We'll be back with more Leake Academy playoff basketball after this on Boswell Media Sports.
Wilcox Funeral Home is family owned and operated since 1936. They're honored by the trust placed in them by Leake County and the surrounding areas in their time of need. Wilcox is a proud supporter of Leake Academy basketball and want to wish the Rebels and Rebelettes a great season. Work hard, never give up, and play with all your heart. That's the Leake Academy tradition. Our family serving your family. Wilcox Funeral Home, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Coming back out of the timeout, Leake basketball on their end of the floor. 50-30. They have a 20-point lead. And it comes out deep to Maxey. She hands it to a curling Wilcox. Gives it up right side. Now the drive by Freeney. A lot of contact, no foul. Claire with the offensive rebound. She gets the basket, and she'll get the chance for the N1. Carter committing the foul, her third, team's third. Put two down for Laura Catherine Claire. She scores for the first time today. Chance at a three-point play. She leaves the free throw a little bit long, and Giordano gets the rebound. 52-30. A minute 43 to go. Clock ticking down. Bowen, three, right side. Off the heel of the rim and out into the hands of Harkins. She comes up, wants to drive, kicks it out to Maxey, who will come left side. Weave coming now. Harkins dribbles in on the left side, and there's a reach-in foul. Bowen will get whistled for her third personal. Team's fourth. Freeney comes back into the game and replaces Emmy Harkins. The minute 26 to go. Prince will inbound it to Claire in the corner. Giordano up tight on her. Now a pass out between the circles, stolen and easily converted at the other end on the run out by Baines. 52-32. Lead stays at 20. Prince into the front court. Right side to Freeney with Bowen guarding her. Fakes left, goes right, drives a little too strong off the glass, but Freeney on the backside gets the rebound. Out to Prince, over to Maxey. She's left wide open for three. Her shot long, and rebound snatched down by Womack. She wants to push the tempo here and then loses the ball for a moment. And Freeney with the steal, run out ahead to Miriam Prince, who will easily lay it in for two. Prince has 7 in this quarter. We're under 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's some contact, ball comes loose, no whistle there, and the Rebels come out of there with it. Prince, right side Maxey, she comes up to the top. Over to Freeney, extra long three, too deep. Giordano gets another rebound. Here come the Cougars into the offensive end with 13 seconds to go in the quarter. Driving, trying to get a whistle. Nothing there, but an offensive rebound on the weak side by Giordano, and she's able to put it in on a putback. Giordano sticks it back in. The Rebels will inbound it and let the clock expire. 54-34. Leake with the lead after 3 quarters. When we come back, the start of the 4th quarter, as your Leake Academy Lady Rebels lead in this quarterfinal game by 20. Back in 60 seconds on Boswell Media Sports.
The evening was awesome. Dinner was great. The lights were dim, and the moment was perfect. I leaned in to kiss her, and then I scared the intruder off and thought our night was over. But then she said the words that no man wants to hear.
Oh, your gun is so cute and little. Can I hold it?
She went on for hours about how big her last boyfriend's was and how we got it at Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, which is where I'll be going as soon as she stops saying,
Aw, it's so tiny. And look, it even fits in my purse.
how about we go to Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue in Philadelphia. Size matters, but so do the prices. And nobody has a selection or the prices that Philadelphia Gun and Pawn does. Do you feel lucky? Well, do you? Hun?
I do now. Thanks, Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Size matters, but so does selection. Central Mississippi's largest inventory of home protection is just minutes away. Call them at 601-656-8123. That's 601-656-8123.
Boswell Media Sports.
4th quarter action just getting started here at Hillcrest, and left corner working it is Bowen, retrieving a pass that was intended for another Simpson Cougar. Handoff goes to Baines. She goes up on Mayfield, leaves it short. Mayfield goes up high for the rebound. Ball led out ahead to Freeney. She gets some contact, drives, and ball rolls around the rim, goes down. 2 for her, and the foul committed by Gracie Bowen. That's her 4th personal, team's 5th. Chance for the end one now for Morgan Freeney, who has 10 points, or 12, I should say, after that made 2. And she converts the old-timey 3-point play, 57-34. 7.5 minutes to go as Leake prepares to advance in a game that will be the end of the season for the loser. Working in the offensive end, Simpson working it with Womack, goes with the right elbow, passes behind over to Carter. Now they go left side. Baines left open for 3, shot too long, rebound straight out to the foul line into the hands of Prince. She finds Warren cutting up the left side. Warren is mugged going up for the basket. She'll get to shoot free throws. That will be on Giordano. She's committed 3 this afternoon, and that's the team's 6th. Warren has not been to the free throw line today. She's good on her first attempt. It gives her 17 points. She leads all scorers. She is perfect, 100% nylon on both those shots. 59-34, Rebels up 25 as we get down to 7 minutes to play. Got boys game after this one. Ball stolen by Freeney. Freeney comes up with it right side. Now we'll back it out. Come to Harkins between the circles. She's going to put up a long 3 that hits off the back of the rim and then onto the cable that supports the backboard, and that is an out-of-bounds situation there. So team rebound for the Cougars. Baines will get a high screen from Womack. Come out to the top of the key. And then there's a tie ball on the floor. And the whistle will be a tie ball. It'll be Leake Academy basketball. So Leake's up 59-34. 6.5 minutes to play. On the dribble, right side to Freeney, whose 3 is short. Mayfield goes in there amidst 3 defenders and gets the rebound. They get it out to Freeney, bounce it down low. Nice turn, drop step, and falling to the floor, but scoring it is Mabry Mayfield. 2nd bucket for her, 61-34. The Rebels expanding the lead in the 4th quarter. Pressure on the ball handler out high. They go right corner. Kraft's three comes off the backside, but the stick back no good by Carter. Giordano gets a rebound, but she can't put it back. Now the whistle blows. Harkins will be called for a foul. She has 3, team's 4th. Checking into the game for the first time for Simpson, Molly Jones. Senior comes into the game, and the ball comes out toward midcourt. Handled by Womack. She uses a screen from Carter. With her toes on the line, she rattles in a long 2. And Womack has made 2 very long 2s. Makes it 61-36. The Rebel lead at 25 again. Prince goes right corner. Open look. Harkins. Junction 3. Harkins has found the rhythm. She's made 3 in this half. She's got 18 in the game now. She's tied for the scoring lead with Emory Warren. 64-36, 5:16 to go. Kraft out deep, wide right. Dribbles into the lane, puts up a floater that's no good, but Jones gets the rebound. Finds Kraft, and she lays it in, just coaxes it in over the basket on the right-hand side. 5th point of the afternoon for Maddie Kraft. Now on the offensive end, Prince at the left elbow. Carter out on her. Gives it up to Harkins. Into the paint to Warren. Kick out left side. Open 3. A little too long from Freeney, but run down by Harkins, but now tipped over to Baines. Moving 2-on-1. She bypasses the defender and gets the right-hand lay-in for 2. 16 for Olivia Barnes at 64-40. 4.5 to go. There in the right side, deep wide right is Freeney. Gives it to Prince. She fakes from 3. Now we'll put it on the floor. Dribble, drive, go to the hoop, and get it over the right side of the rim and in for 2. Sophomore Miriam Prince. 2 more, 66-40. 4 minutes left. Womack crossover dribble. Drives into the paint, off the window. Good. Womack gets 2 more. She's got 14 in the game. And working left side over to Freeney from Harkins. Now in the low post to Mayfield. She puts a super move on Jones and gets a great low post move in for 2 from the left side. 6 for the senior, Mabry Mayfield. 3:32, clock ticking down. 68-42, 3-point shot from the right wing missed, long rebound to Freeney. Timeout called, 3:25 and a shift change coming up, 68-42. We'll take the timeout with them as Leake Academy playoff basketball continues from Boswell Media Sports.
If you have an insurance claim, you need someone to work quickly on your behalf. South Group Cox Agency in Carthage will do that for you. Their office is back open to the public now, and they are ready to see you, their customers. South Group Cox Agency's mission is to manage risk and build personal relationships and partnerships in an environment of trust, integrity, teamwork, and stability, dedicated to supporting their community. South Group Cox Agency, Carthage.
Premier Medical Group and Trace Urgent Care remind you that if you have any COVID-19 symptoms, please call first. There are multiple options to see you. Also, talk to your provider about your wellness or Healthy You appointment. This appointment is covered by most insurances, and it will help you maintain your health and prevent illnesses like cardiovascular disease and certain cancers. Premier Medical Group in Kosciuszko and Carthage, and Trace Urgent Care. Call for an appointment today.
Boswell Media Sports.
Back to action with a fresh 5 in the game for the Rebels. Putting up a long 2 from the right, their long 3 from the right side. Maxey, it's off the heel of the rim, no good. Rebound over to Simpson from the free throw line. Ball passed out, crashing in is Peyton Purvis, who's in the game. She was hoping to get bailed out with a foul, but nothing doing there. Maxey behind the three-point line, dribbles in left hand, goes up. She gets stripped to the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Olivia Hodem in the game for Simpson, and she gets it knocked out of bounds. Alan Kate Wilcox, Laura Catherine Clare, Gracie Maxey, and Allie Grace Perry McKinley Allen in the ball game for the Rebels. Yes, and I was right. Allie Grace Perry also among the 5 out there as the Rebels work it around the perimeter in the offensive end with 2.5 minutes to go. 3 from Maxey off the heel, no good. Rebound, Purvis. Purvis will put it on the dribble. Get it to Bowen, who spins in the lane and puts one up and in. She's scored her first 2, 68-42. And a timeout called, just substitutes coming in. Claire, Maxey, and Wilcox will come out. And into the game come Natalie Vaughn, Lainey Turner, and we'll make sure I get the other one as my eye scoots around. Shot missed, no good. Rebound, put back on the other side by Katie Jones. That's who just came. That was the one I was looking for, just came into the game. Good job with the offensive stick back. 70-44, a minute 50 to play. Rebels working now on the defensive end, comfortably in front by 36. And then the pass mishandled and out of bounds right into the hands of Coach Linda Deere, and she's none too happy about it. Rebel basketball, clock at 1:41 to go. McKinley Allen across the midcourt stripe. Picked up by Bowen, now comes right side to Turner. Turner's going to drive baseline, go underneath, reverse, left a little short. And clearing the rebound is Mackenzie Mayfield of Simpson. Deep right side, Bowen tries to cross over, puts up a hard runner off the glass, tipped out, taken by Hodem. Hodem passes up the shot, puts it into Mackenzie Mayfield's hands, and her shot's blocked, knocked over the end line by Katie Jones, and it'll stay with the Cougars with a minute 13 to go. We'll have boys basketball action coming up right about 5 o'clock. This one's going to end a little early as loose ball's picked up by Hodem, or she drives. No, excuse me, that's Purvis. She drives, gets fouled. Lainey Turner commits the foul. Junior commits her first personal. Clock stopped at a minute 5 to go, and Peyton Purvis misses the first free throw. Now more Rebels coming in off the bench. Maggie Stevens, Kaylee Wooten, Parks Chandler. Ramsey Beth Johnston, second free throw missed. Claimed by Molly Jones of Simpson. They go left side, open 3 for Bowen, no good, but another offensive rebound. They come out to Purvis. She's going to dish it left side, put back too hard off the glass, but then in for Molly Jones. 47 seconds to go. It's 70-46. Natalie Vaughn handling the ball. Dribbles it off her foot. They go crashing to the floor on the right side, and a held ball will give it to Simpson with 38 seconds to go. Leake 70 and Simpson 46. Lady Rebels are going to advance to the semifinals. They'll play Friday at 5 o'clock. We know that. Friday at 5. Melvin Wooten should be here to bring you that one. Under 30 seconds. Long 3 missed. Offensive rebound put back. No good. Missed by Ava Dunn. And it's out of bounds, but it is last touched by Kaylee Wooten of Leake. 22 seconds to go. And on the drive, left side, Bowen can't get it to go down, and the offensive rebound knocked out of the hands of Dunn. Stay with the Cougars as we go under 16 seconds in this one. Bowen spots up a mid-range jumper from 2 that's good. She's got 4 points in this fourth quarter, makes it 70-48. Long pass. Not able to handle it is Maggie Stevens, and then a heave from midcourt ends it right there. No good. 70-48 the final. Leake girls 70 and the Simpson Academy Cougars 48. That will end the season for the Cougars, but it'll mean moving on for the Lady Rebels. And we'll take an extended break and come back and wrap this one up with the Central Electric Power postgame report. We'll also name our in-sports player of the game. But the Rebels survive and advance. In fact, they did more than survive. They thrive. They win at 70-48. We'll be back with our postgame report on Boswell Media Sports.
Get control of your health care at your fingertips. Visit BaptistOneCare.org and sign up for MyChart to have personalized and secure online access to your health care needs. You can schedule appointments, send messages to your provider, view test results, request prescription renewals, pay your bill, and more. Sign up today. Baptist Memorial Leake, making your health care our #1 priority.
The Junction can feed and fuel the whole team. We still have Mickey Ogletree approved chicken tenders, but we've added some spice to them. Now serving catfish, and the Carthage Junction has hand-patted burgers fresh off the grill. The $5 meals can help the team eat at a great price. Try our new pot pies. Smash a chicken on a stick meal or the standby 2-piece tender meal for only $5. Call in your Carthage order at 601-267-5686 or visit us at junctiondeli.com.
Boswell Media Sports.
You bought lumber and you're ready to start digging post holes for that new fence, but not so fast. Do you know where your underground utilities are located? Central Electric Power Association urges you to call 811 for a free marking of underground electric lines and other utilities. Making the call before you dig can prevent a serious or fatal injury, plus it's the law in Mississippi. And please work safely around power lines. Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
The Byers Furniture family would like to thank you for letting us serve you since 1953. Byers Furniture truly appreciates your business over the past 67 years, but especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. We look forward to serving you in 2021 and making all your dreams for your home come true. Byers Furniture is your one-stop shop for all things Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Lazy Boy, and GE. Come see us today and see all of our big city name brands with small town service and prices. Byers Furniture, 319 Bird Avenue in Philadelphia.
Go Leake! Supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very... Go Leake! Supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very end. We are so proud of you all and the heart you play with. Good sportsmanship and integrity on and off the court is to be recognized, and we are behind you all the way. Let's go LA! Schedule an appointment with us at 601-656-3366. 601-656-3366. Good luck from Craig and Amy Martin and all the crew at Craig Martin General Dentistry, Philadelphia.
Need legal assistance or advice? Jeff Webb and Lynn Dorman of the Webb Law Firm provides assistance to you in any legal matter. Personal injury, auto accidents, insurance matters, workers' comp, divorces, or real estate. Call today to discuss your case or legal matter at no charge. Our number is 601-267-9762 or stop by our offices at 203 South Pearl Street, Carthage. We're ready to assist you. Webb Law Firm.
Boswell Media Sports.
It's the Central Electric Power post-game report and a victory, in fact, victory number 33 on the season for the Leake Academy Lady Rebels as they improve to 33-2 on the year and advance to the semifinals with a 70-48 victory over the Simpson Academy Lady Cougars. So we've got boys action coming up after this one. Looking at the clock, they're going to start it, try to tip it off right at 5 o'clock. But we'll update you more on that when we get to the end of our post-game report. And, of course, before we're done, we'll name our in-sports player of the game. The Lady Rebels trailed at the end of the first quarter 14-12. Simpson appeared determined to go to the rack, and they got some nice one-on-one matchups, set some screens, got some good looks, and made them go down and got a 14-12 lead after one. But in the second quarter, the Rebels took over the ball game, turned up the defensive pressure, and got some threes. In fact, they got 4 threes in that second quarter, 2 from Emery Warren, 1 from Morgan Freeney, and 1 from Emmy Harkins. And they made a 22-6 run there in the second quarter to lead at the half, 34-20. And then they extended that lead out and ended up winning 70-48. 70-48, the final. Let's look at the scoring column. Simpson had 2 players in double figures. Olivia Baines led the way with 16, and Mania Womack with 14 to lead the Simpson Cougars, whose season ends, and they fall to 18-12. For the victorious Leake girls, 4 players in double figures, 2 players with 18 points to lead the way. Emery Warren, the sophomore, with 18. She had 14 of them in the first half. She made 4 threes, a pair of twos, and was 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Emmy Harkins scored 9 in each half for 18. She made 4 threes in the ball game and a pair of twos and was 2 for 4 at the free throw line. Also in double figures, Morgan Freeney, who had 7 in the first half and 6 in the second for 13. Pair of junction threes, 3 out of 3 at the free throw line, and she also made a couple of 2-point field goals. Miriam Prince was in double figures. She had 11, got 9 of them in the second half, and finishes the ball game in double figures, 1 3 and 4 twos, and 0 for 2 at the stripe for 11 points. Also in the scoring column, Mabry Mayfield got 6 off 3 made shots from the field. Laura Catherine Clare made a 2 and was 0 for 1 at the free throw line. And Katie Jones scored in the fourth quarter a 2, and that adds up to 70 as Leake advances. We'll mention the brackets to you here. We've got 2 girls games complete today, 1 in each side of the bracket. Of course, we mentioned Leake advances with the 70-48 win, and the Rebels will play Friday at 3 o'clock. Friday at 3. I think I erroneously said Friday at 5. That's the winner of the boys game will play at that point. But Leake girls Friday 3 o'clock right here on Kicks 96, and we'll be bringing it to you a video stream. Today's video stream presented by Baptist Memorial Hospital Leake and your great generous sponsors back home, enabling so many of you who can't be here to see it. And I know you appreciate it, and we'll let them know you appreciate it. But Leake will play Friday at 3 against the winner of Hillcrest Christian and Bio. They'll play tomorrow at 5. Hillcrest, the 2 seed from the south. Bio, the 3 from the north. The other side of the bracket, Pillow advanced, squeaking through an overtime victory over Central Hines, 48-46. They'll play the East Rankin Hartfield winner. Hartfield, the number 1 seed in the south. Of course, as we said, Simpson and Leake in boys action coming up at 5. We're back on time for that one. And the winner of that game will play Friday at 5 against the winner of Park Place, the South 4, and Starkville, the North number 1. No games have been completed in the boys bracket. Hartfield and Bio will play tomorrow afternoon. Hartfield, the number 1 seed in the South, and Magnolia Heights, the number 2 seed in the North, will play the home team, Hillcrest Christian. It's time now to, we're going to take one more break, and then when we come back, we're going to name our in-person sports player of the game and wrap things up from Hillcrest as Leake wins 70-48 back in 60 on Boswell Media Sports.
Okay, sweetie, time to take your medicine.
No, Mommy, no.
One quick call to Moore's Pharmacy will take the no out of Mommy. Their flavor machine is magic for your little ones. It turns the no into yes.
Okay, time for your medicine.
Yes, Mommy, yes, it's yummy.
Moore's Pharmacy, always keeping you and your family first priority. Go visit today in Carthage, Walnut Grove, or Sebastopol to let your sweetie choose their favorite flavor. Follow them on Facebook, Moore's Pharmacy.
The evening was awesome. Dinner was great, the lights were dim, and the moment was perfect. I leaned in to kiss her, and then I scared the intruder off and thought our night was over. But then she said the words that no man wants to hear.
Oh, your gun is so cute and little. Can I hold it?
She went on for hours about how big her last boyfriend's was and how we got it at Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, which is where I'll be going as soon as she stops saying,
Aw, it's so tiny. And look, it even fits in my purse.
How about we go to Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue in Philadelphia. Size matters, but so do the prices. And nobody has a selection or the prices that Philadelphia Gun and Pawn does. Do you feel lucky? Well, do you? Hun?
I do now. Thanks, Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Size matters, but so does selection. Central Mississippi's largest inventory of home protection is just minutes away. Call them at 601-656-8123. That's 601-656-8123.
T&K Farms Trucking and Land Services is right here in Central Mississippi. Custom work is their specialty. Home sites and driveways, land clearing, pond and road building, forestry mowing. T&K Farms Trucking and Land Services also sells gravel, stone, field dirt, and sand. Credit cards are accepted for all services. Like them on Facebook. TNK Farms Trucking and Land Services. Just off Highway 25 at 1128 Liberty Road, Louisville. 662-803-4332.
Boswell Media Sports.
Welcome back to the Central Electric Power postgame report. Leake Academy girls get out of the quarterfinal round and advance to Friday afternoon semifinals with a 70-48 win over Simpson. And top of the hour, the boys will be taking on Simpson Academy. Hope you'll be with us on Kicks 96, the Kicks 96 mobile app, kicks96news.com. And at kicks96news.com, you can find the Baptist Memorial Hospital Leake video link, and you can watch the Rebels from anywhere on the planet. And that's pretty exciting. So hope if you've done that for the first game, you'll do it for the second game, or let others know they can watch the Rebels tonight in the State 4A tournament hosted by Hillcrest Christian. It's time now to name our in-sports player of the game, and that's Emery Warren. The sophomore scored 14 points in the first half, and her defensive pressure, rebounding in the first half, and three-point shooting as she made 4 junction threes in the first half. Really keyed the comeback for the Rebels, who trailed by 2 at the end of the first quarter, and certainly looked like Cougars were ready to stand toe-to-toe with them. But the defensive pressure from Warren and company led to a 22-6 run that gave the Rebels control of this ball game, and they go on to win it by 22. So congratulations to Emery Warren, our in-sports player of the game. We thank you for joining us and hope you'll be with us back. We'll be back on the air about 10 minutes to 5, thereabouts. If you're listening on the radio on Kicks 96, just keep it right there. No reason to go anywhere else, and you won't miss a thing if you do that. And we'll have another link up on kicks96news.com for the boys game. So this link is about to shut down when I sign off in just a minute. But go back to kicks96news.com and you'll find a link to the boys game, which will start at 5, and we'll go on the air about 8-10 minutes or so before the top of the hour. So we thank you for joining us, and I want to thank Evan Miles, our technical director on site and camera operator, for Breck Riley, Brian Montgomery, BMO, working out a great pregame show, producing that and hosting that prior to the girls game. And we appreciate Donald, our studio engineer, and whole team, sales team, Lisa, Melissa, Laura, Melvin, everybody. It takes a lot of people to put together a broadcast like this, and we're glad that you're a part of it, and we appreciate our sponsors. And on behalf of all of them, I say thank you and good evening. I'm Philip Palmertree, and I'll join you at 5 o'clock for the boys game as Leake Academy playoff basketball continues from Boswell Media Sports. We'll sign off now and see you shortly before 5.